Hi there, it's Alan. Website below. I'm kind of stood up for this one because I can't really sit down because I've got my old the Borg here. We've come to assimilate. Now then, what am I going to do? Right, I've got to hold my hand up and say crafting kind of taken a back seat. I've not done anything. I've not really picked anything up. I've tried, but it's kind of sort of gone south, north, east, west. I'm just not bothered. However, the old crafting inkling is coming back because I actually picked something down. Do you remember this? Do you remember I did this a while back? Now you see me? No, you don't. Stupid game I play with the cats. Now then, anyway, do you remember that? I did that and I thought I've got to put it to one side. However, I picked it up and I've done some treatment on it. Now then, hang on a minute. Bear with me just a minute. It's like they should make this an Olympic sport, you know. And for Great Britain, Alan on the double crutches is about to attempt picking something up off the floor without falling down. However, I've just bought a new thing. It's fabulous. I'll show you. I've got a new toy. Help me pick things up. It's not a pretty sight when you're trying to pick something up and you're like down there like that. It's not a pretty sight, especially when you're in shorts and your shorts are baggy and they're gone. I won't show you, but my shorts are cut off jogging pants. Because I can't have anything on, I can't have any pressure onto the scar. Anyway, so I've used my sanding block, and what I've done is that I've just let's just stand on one leg. There we go. Pulling faces. Now, see what I've done. Hang on, I've got a shuffle. See what I've done is that where the paper hadn't quite sort of laid flat and there was like creases, what I've done is that I've just taken the sanding block and I've just slightly sanded it so that I've now got a flat surface to work on. Now, when I finish with it, it's not going to be flat, but I need a flat surface to start on, because if I'm going to start putting stencils on and masks and you've got raised edges, the inks and paint and everything is going to seep underneath the mask and it's not going to give you a good sort of image. So I've sanded this down, and what I'm going to do next is, I won't show you me doing this, but what I'll do is that I'll pick up afterwards. I'm then going to now put a very thin layer of white, I think actually this time I'm going to put a layer of clear gesso. Now, if you don't have gesso, just use watered down PVA glue. All I want to do is I want to seal this so that when I come to work on it, I'm not going to start with it being paper and everything. It's not going to start, well, it will bubble a bit. I mean, you're going to get that anyway, but I think, yeah, I'm going to clear gesso it. However, please just use your 50-50 PVA glue, the one that I showed you, 50-50 white PVA glue and 50% water. Use some of that to seal the background and let it dry. Don't force dry it because you'll start ending up with bubbles and everything. Sometimes that's a nice effect, but we're not after this at this moment. What we're after is a level surface to start working on. So I'm going to see, I'm working with one hand. See, this hand's hanging on for dear life. However, I have started. I can shuffle. I won't show you the bottom bit. It's not pretty. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm thinking like 10 steps ahead when I should be thinking one step ahead. You know, as you sometimes you think, well, hang on, itchy ear. Just thought I'd share that with you. Don't worry, it's clean. I had a shower last week. Well, it's not a shower, a sheep dip. They threw me in. kills everything, you know. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I broke my glasses. I'm missing. That's it. I broke them. In there is a paper bead that I made that sealed it, and it's working perfectly. And that's just some masking tape on top. Got to be careful, but see, ingenious. Fix glasses as well. We're not just crafters; we fix anything. I'll be putting paper beads in ovens next and sealing that. No. A joke. Don't put paper or anything into an oven. The only thing you put into an oven is things that you need to bake and you want to eat. Cakes. Sorry. Now then, where am I? Yeah. Seal this. Come back. Speak later. Okay. Oh, by the way, thank you again. It's great to be back, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, right, I'm just going to go and seal something. I didn't say steal, I said seal. Okay. I couldn't steal anything and run. I'll be the slowest burglar in town. Anyway, how do you put your swag behind your thing when you're running with two crutches? Well, I wouldn't say running, I'd say hop, hop and skip, you know. Hop. Hop. You could do anything. Right. I'm off to seal. Chat later. Ta-ra. Right then, I've done me gesso, clear gesso, and I've cleaned my brush. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this dry. Then I'm going to select some masks. No, I'm not. Yes, I can. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to have a conflab with myself. If I go with masks, no, I want to do paper. I want to put some paper on top. I need to put, no, I want to build bumpity-bumpity-bum. Put paper. Masks, stamps. Oh, I know what I was going to try. I found my old Xyron machine, and so I'm going to try this in this project. I did try it on a piece of MDF. Sorry, I'm just going to have to shuffle over here. And, oh, sorry, not the. There we go. And it works. Well, it will do when I get it straight. So yeah, happy with that. Now, next thing is, oh bummer. Yeah. With there being ink, if I get it wet, it's gonna. So, what I'm gonna have to do is, when I next do it, after try it, is put something on, like the PVA to seal it. Yeah, but I think there's some really nice words in that on the Xyron. So, and I've got most of them in my little booklet here. So there's lots of things I can use. So yeah, so you know, I've not used my Xyron for such a long time. I mean, right, hands up. When was the last time you used yours? We just, you know, well, we buy these things, then we just put them to one side. See, is that the festivities one? No, it's not. That's the holidays one. But we put them to one side and we don't use them, which I think is a great shame. So. That's just the thing that I chopped down, as with all of these. Just chopped it down, sealed it, and then make a nice little storage. So, yeah. So I'd like to use my Xyron on this, and I also would like to use some masks and some paints and some other papers which I'm going to put on top. I also like the idea of using the Pitt pens. I've not really explored them in a big way, only I've just like sort of touched it, but I think they could be good as well on here. So what I aim to do is I aim to get this project done on this video that we're shooting. What we're doing now, shooting. Oh, it sounds so good, doesn't it? Oh, we're shooting a video. Yay! Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this dry, and then come back and we'll think about what we're going to do next. But I really would like to get this done so it's ready for hanging or anything. So you can see what I mean. No, that's still flat. I thought it bubbled. No, that's cool. Right, okay. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Speak to you soon. Hi there, this is Alan. I've got to apologise. I have done 3 videos that I was hoping to add on to the first 2 that you've seen. Unfortunately, something's gone wrong with the camera, and I've lost 3 whole lots of how I did, what I did, and why I did on this project. So this, I'm afraid, is just going to be a catch-up, and I'll just show you around the project and what I've done and try and explain a little bit about what's happened. These things happen. You know, no one's to blame. It's just a case of just one of the things that I don't know, the disc was a little bit corrupt, but I formatted it, and hopefully now, fingers crossed, that it'll all work. Other news today is that I'm off to see my surgeon today. I'm hoping to be able to persuade him to take this bloody plastic joint out, because it is beginning to wear me down a bit now. You can't do anything, can't go out or anything. So, and I'm always with my trusty friends. I'm living on the edge at the moment by just using one, but well, I'm hobbling around here anyway. Anyway, let's get back to the project, shall we? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bear with me while I sort of move things around a bit. I don't intend to. I don't like it when videos and that go jerky, because you can get a little bit, as if you're watching Cloverfield, that film. Right, if I just turn my thing around, and then let me just, then we can just get onto here. Right, this is what we've done so far. Now, what I've done here is that I've actually laid on 3 layers. So let me just come back here, and I'll come back so I can point out. If you remember, what we've done is that we put newspaper on the backing. Then, I then took 3 paints, because you know I like to work in 3s, and I put just a quick colour wash on the back, just to sort of take and add a little bit of colour. This base layer had no reflection at all on what the finished project's going to be. All I did was just put a little bit of colour on, rather than do. But you just put a colour wash. You don't want it. Oops, hang on. You don't want it to be thick or anything, or to take away from anything that's underneath. It's just colour. That's all it is. It's just colour. A colour layer that's going to be discarded. Now then, what I did next was I took some. I bought these little tubes here. What I did is that I bought all the ones that I need, which are sorry. I bought a raw sienna opaque, a burnt sienna opaque, a red ochre, a raw umber, a yellow ochre, and no, that one's already been done. So I bought this set. Now these are the basic colours that, when I've been watching videos and everything, that the artists tend to use for glazes, so that, you know, to knock things back and everything. And then what I did was that I used 50-50 with the glazing medium. Now there are several glazing mediums out there. I just went for the cheapest, and I just mixed them on a little plate, 50-50. Took a paintbrush and then pushed it on. Right, I did that in 1 layer, and I was okay with that. Excuse me. And then what I did now was that I've sorted out what my ultimate imagery is going to be. Am I in the way? Sorry, you can't see it. So I've got my imagery. So I needed something to add a little bit more to tie it in. So the old paper napkins came out, and I just put 3 pieces on. These are from a previous project, if you remember, that I showed you. The Remember when we did the tags? So what I did was I then glued them on with a little bit of matte. Right. While I've been reading, I've discovered that. Sorry, shall I just put my face in while I'm just talking a minute? I'll just lift this up a little bit. One thing I have found out is that a lot of artists, they tend to work with the matte mediums. For the simple reason that if they want gloss, you can add a gloss medium on top of. If you get me, rather than working gloss matte. So if you work in one sort of one finish, you can then decide afterwards if you want it to be gloss. You can put a layer of gloss, because there's plenty of products out there very similar to the glazing medium that you can add that gloss on, rather than having gloss and then having to then take a matte medium and just put a layer of matte. Anyway, so I've figured out that working completely in matte is the best way for me. After doing some reading and that, and watching some videos and from the professional people, the artists, the ones that we all aspire to be. And excuse me, I do apologise about my throat. I need a cup of tea. So I'm working completely in matte. I will then work with the gloss, because as you know, I'm trying to then put a layer of resin on top of this, but I've got to work out how to keep the resin in, because as you know, it's stuff like. So anyway, so then I put a layer. I put these down. Now, let me just go back down there. If I go in a little bit, you might be able to see. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take off the camera off the base, so that I can move it around a little bit and I can show you. If you hear me scream, it's because I've fallen, because I've not got my crutch on at the moment. So, right, and let's go to as far back as we can, and I'll show you. Right, as you can see, I put these on. I just glued them on then, because they were. If you remember, they were white, and I wanted to give them a bit of colour. So I used one of the paints that I bought, and I used a baby wipe. Now what I did is I put the paint on, and then as you can see there, can you see how it looks? And I just did that to blend it in. Just pound, and then as you can see, it's left. It's left a nice. It's left. I am sorry, I'm mixing my words up and everything. My mouth's not working. I borrowed it, and I think the donkey wants it back. So bear with me. And so it's given it a very nice finish, and while it's not flat, it looks very texturized. I've not finished yet, because I'm now going to start using my masks. I'm not quite sure what, but as you know, I like to bring some masks in to give some detail. So if I grab one, so if I put this down here, can you see? Right, if I just take it out I will video doing this. So if I take, and then I just start to build up. Can you see how? Just start to build up using some of these, some added extra detail. All you need is two or three masks, stencils, and then you just use them. You have to use them all, and then just add some interest to it. Again, I will be using a mixture of the glazing medium and a paint, and then that's it. So I apologise that this is just a talk about and not a how to do, and that I will start getting down when I get, possibly today, this afternoon. I'll get back and I will start to lay down some colour. So, and I'll record it. So I'll just give you a quick look around this. Can you still see? We can still see the paper that's underneath. We don't ever want to lose that. We don't want to lose that, because that's an integral part of the design. But if I just give you a quick sweep round about what we've done, and hopefully then you'll get some idea. But I just like the way it's going at the moment. It fits in with the look I want, so I'm happy with this. And of course I'm very happy with my new easel, my new metal easel that I bought off eBay. So yeah, everything's pleasing. And there's Mr. Crutch. So I put this back, I turn my thing back so I can see what I'm doing, and I put you back there, and I put that. So that's that. I've got the crutch back. We had no accidents. That's where we are with this project. I hope you like it. I'm going to get this uploaded, so at least you get some idea, and then I'll upload another part later on. So thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you're being inspired, or you're taking on board a couple of things that I'm saying, and in a very sort of roundabout way, and that you go away and try doing yourself. I just say, I'm not, this is, I would say this kind of thing is, I'm a novice, and I'm learning, and I hope you're learning along with me, so fingers crossed. Anyway, right, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will see if I can get this uploaded today. While I'm away, I'll get this uploaded while I'm away at the hospital. Fingers crossed, have some good news, and I'll chat to you all later on. So take care, look after each other, and see you soon. Bye for now.